Hello, sorry I'm late. Hello, 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 hello. Thank you for being here. Can you hear me okay? Give me a thumbs up. Hi, I'm Red-Headed Riding Hood, Red for short. This is my new wig. How's everybody doing? Who's first to Anthony? Yay! I'm going to drop the link in a little bit. Thank you for being here, Anthony. Appreciate you. Kenneth, hi. Hi, hi, hi. Loves, I love you. Who else? Diana, thank you for being here. I'm so glad you made it in. I changed how long you had to be subscribed for. But yeah, I'm just wanting to encourage people to subscribe. And I've had I knew like Blue was so quiet, you guys, and I was like, where is he? So Gladys is out of town and I'm doggy sitting and I'm downstairs. And so I'm like, I bet he's gonna get up and want to go and bark to go outside as soon as I go live. And did you hear that? Did you hear that? Yeah, that's what he did. Just a second, I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. John, Linda, hi. Boss, hello. Thank you for being here. And I do, like, I get a little nervous, especially now. I was getting more used to it when I was going live every week. And when I was going live every week, I was getting more used to it. And now since I'm just going live once a month, and I feel like I have to make this so, I don't know, great because I'm only going live once a month, I still get nervous. So, but thank you all for being here. I'm going to drop the link in a little bit, but I was going to sing you guys I'm stuck on Carrie Job lately. And I'm stuck on Carrie Job lately. And I also wanted to mention it's still Mental Health Awareness Month. And this is lime green. I got my nails lime green for Mental Health Awareness Month. So I have lots of videos on, yeah, this is one of the new wigs. My long one, I kind of wanted to wear my long one, but it hasn't come yet. My long one hasn't come in the mail yet. And yes, I'm really excited, you guys, because tomorrow is the day I am taking Sunny to Missouri, to Buffalo, Missouri, and a nice retired dairy farmer and his family is buying him. And I reconnected with a friend in St. Louis, and he's helping me. So, and that is a great story that I'm thinking about telling you. Give me a thumbs up. This is just like off the cuff. I just decided because like I hadn't even, I didn't know I was going to get back in touch with this friend. And thank you. I got it from Light in the Box. Light in the Box. That's where I got my other one from that everybody seems to like. And the wigs are because, so my sister-in-law, Joyce, who passed away in January 21, I was so awesome to get to see her the last month of her life. And she loved the wigs, and she had fought a long battle with breast cancer and was in and out of remission. So like 30 years. And we called her the Energizer Bunny, and she loved wigs. And I ordered the first one, the long one that you've seen me wear before on here. I ordered that when I was at their house. And actually, I'm trying to think when about I ordered it. It might have came after she passed away. I don't think I got a chance to show it to her. When I showed it to my brother, he said, "Oh, you look like Ashley Judd." he meant to say Winona, what I would always get, especially when I was heavier. I was heavier after having all those babies, and then I lost a lot of weight. And when I was heavier, I always get that I look like Winona, or sometimes they'd say one of the Judds, but I don't know who this one looks like. One time when I got my hair kind of like this, only it was longer, and my hair was sort of redder. Someone at school called me Raggedy Ann because the bangs and the red hair. So this is my Raggedy Ann wig. But okay, put a thumbs up in the chat. Yeah, if you want to hear, because the poem, I actually wrote a poem about my friend, because I actually met him in 2017. And yeah, give me a thumbs up in the chat if you want to hear that story. I know you want to hear it. I know you want to hear it. If you want to hear that story and you want to hear that poem. Yes, it's good to see all of you. Thank you so much. So yeah, I'm having to get up early in the morning tomorrow, so I'm not going to go really late. I was pulling up these lyrics. I'm not going to sing the whole song, but I'm going to sing this Carrie Job song because, and when I was away from God, I almost completely forgot about Carrie Job, and I believe that this is the song. I heard it when I was watching Loves You's video about the typhoon. And I was like, I know that song and I love that song. And hi, Diana. I'm going to drop the link in just a minute. I'm so glad you're here. I have two Dianas here. And I just bought a beautiful painting. I posted it on my Facebook. I just bought a beautiful painting that's called Going Home from Artfully Blind with Diana. Check out that channel. You know what? Wait, let me go to the Facebook side. I don't know why. I don't have the Facebook side open. I thought I did. Wait, let me go to the Facebook side. Oops, now I'm echoing. Let me make the other Diana a mod too. I'll make you a mod. Okay. Yeah, I bought a beautiful painting, and I texted my son and I said, I bought this painting and it's coming. And it's east. It's east, his street. East Arkansas. Hey, Char of Heart, thank you for being here. Let me sing you a little bit of this song that I was reminded of because of Love's video. When I walk through deep waters, I know that you will be with me. When I'm standing in the fire, I will not be overcome. Through the valley of the shadow, I will not fear. I am not alone. I am not alone. You will go before me. You will never leave me. I am not alone. I am not alone. You will go before me. You will never leave me. In the midst of deep sorrow, I see your light is breaking through. The dark of night will not overtake me. I am pressing into you. Lord, you fight my every battle, and I will not fear. I am not alone. I am not alone. You will go before me. You will never leave me. I am not alone. I am not alone. You will go before me. You will never leave me. You amaze me, redeem me. You call me as your own. You amaze me, redeem me. You call me as your own. You're my strength. You're my defender. You're my refuge in the storm. Through these trials, you've always been faithful. You bring healing to my soul. I am not alone. I am not alone. You will go before me. You will never leave me. I am not alone. No, I'm not alone. You will go before me. You will never leave me. That was off the cuff. Yes, I love that song. Mrs. Who's Mrs. Wicked Cryptics? Is that you? Is that you, Kurt? That's Mrs. Kurt? Of course, Blue barked in the middle of my song. Let me let him in. Come on, Blue. Okay, no more going in and out. Stop it. Stop it, stop it, stop it. I am going to, thank you. I wouldn't say it was awesome, but I mean, it was okay. I'm practicing, you guys. I'm trying to practice. I want to turn some of my poems into songs. So first, let me say, I'll say the poem for you that I said for my friend Mario when I met him in 2017. Because I had these poems memorized. These are poems from the 7-Story Tree. I put my little, I don't know if you can see them. I put my little tree earrings on. These are poems from the 7-Story Tree, which came out in 2015. And I memorized them. I don't know when I memorized them, probably 2015 or maybe it was 2014. I'm not sure. But this is the poem I said for my friend when I met him. Blondes have all the fun. They're the lucky ones. Gentlemen prefer them. Seems bad boys prefer me. Perhaps another shaded eye is worth a try. But my cousin says her red hair makes her fly. They look at her. They look at me. If he's male, we'll get it for free. She's got sass. She's got spunk. She knows that God don't make junk. They call me Red, a firecracker, they said. I no longer care what they say. What's in my heart can't be taken away. Someday my hair will fade and I'll let it stay gray. Beauty is vain, but the fire in my heart will burn on. And to my king, I'll sing this song. His love is deeper than the ocean. He washes away my brokenness. He whispers to my heart, his love for me will never part. So, this story, it kind of starts with the Joyce Meyer conference. And oh my goodness. So my sister-in-law Joyce is part of this story also. Thank you, Diana. Yeah, stick around. Hey, Ronald's here. Love you, Ronald, my friend. So this story starts with the Joyce Meyer conference. I've been to a few. It wasn't my first one. But actually, Joyce my sister-in-law Joyce was going to meet me in St. Louis. Meet me in St. Louis. She was going to meet me in St. Louis and go to this conference with me. But something came up, and it was very interesting. And it's funny how this whole story ties together with what I just told you about my sister-in-law. And I just remembered that she's part of the story too. So, and she was why I ended up at the Joyce Meyer conference by myself. And so Joyce was going to go with me, and something came up, and she wouldn't tell me what it was. And it wasn't what I thought it was, but I got worried because at that point, the cancer hadn't come back again. I got worried that her cancer had came back then. That was 2017. And it had not. It turned out later it was something to do with a diagnosis of someone in her family, and she didn't want to, and she was very upset. And I was like, oh no, but I knew like how positive she always was about the breast cancer. And so I was like, I don't know what it is, but she wouldn't tell me. And she's like, I'm sorry. She's like, she had paid for my hotel, and I didn't, I think I asked a few people at church or whatever. I was going to like Celebrate Recovery group. I was going to, I think, 2 Celebrate Recovery groups at that time. And no, maybe 3. It might've been 3. Because at one point I was going to, I maybe wasn't going to 3 at one time, but I was going to 2 at one time. And then I was going to, then I started getting kicked out of them because of, long story. It's called spiritual abuse. But anyways, that's another story. My name is Story, and I got stories, y'all. I got stories. And the poem I want to share with you is a story poem. I call it a story poem. And like I said, starts with the Joyce Meyer conference. And I was at the Joyce Meyer conference by myself. And also a part of the story is there were riots going on in St. Louis because of a police officer that did not get, that got off. And there were some demonstrations going on. Nothing violent though, but there were. And I was oblivious. I was still very naive at that time. But right before that, I shared on this before. I had moved out of my ex's house in 2016, and I was still in Georgia, and I was right near him, like 20 minutes away. In fact, I got lost going into St. Louis, and I was talking to my ex on the phone, and he was like, don't go. Like, don't go. You don't want to be in the wrong part of town, because he always kept up. I didn't watch the news. He always kept up on the news and stuff. And he's like, you don't want to end up in the wrong part of town. And that's what he said. And so I think the reason why I ended up putting my car in a parking garage, and I wasn't far from the stadium. I wasn't far. It was just like around the corner, but I was late. And it was starting. So I was just like, I didn't really pay attention. And I didn't know how many parking garages were in St. Louis around the stadium. And I was, a little bit late. And so I just went in, and I was like, oh, it's right there, and I lost my car. I lost my car in St. Louis. And at that time too, I never would have dreamed I would ever end up living near St. Louis at all. I'm a Cali, Florida girl, and then lived in Georgia for 32 years. I'm not big on cold. I'm not big on snow, but I'm moving to Denver. I love snow though. I love snow now. So Yeah, I never would have thought I'd be living here. And the reason I'm living here is because my friend I met doing Airbnbs in the Air Force, and she moved up here. So when I left Georgia, it was a good place. And she was thinking of doing Airbnb also. Um, and I was gonna help her do it. But she didn't end up doing Airbnb. She asked permission from the city and they said no. She did rent out rooms, but I was thinking when I was singing I'm Not Alone, I am alone, kind of. No, I got Blue's here. Gladys is out of town on a TDY. But thank you all so much for being here. So anyways, I'm going to share this poem. And I lost my car. And well, the poem kind of tells the story from there. What else was I going to say? Something else that was interesting that I kind of loved is also, that's part of the story, is my brother Paul. Because my brother Paul worked for the lady that owned the Los Angeles Rams when they were in Los Angeles. And Georgia Frontiere. And when I was at Joyce Meyer, listening to Joyce Meyer, and it's just such a refreshing time. And at that time I was so, just such a goody. And I was still like, for 5 years after separating from my husband, I was celibate. And mostly there were only 2 exceptions to that, and that was the date rape, which doesn't count, and then the green card guy in 2018, which happened after I met my friend Mario. But anyways, so the date rape was very devastating to me, even though it wasn't a violent rape, and I didn't even consider it a rape, and I blamed myself because I went to the man's house. And so I blamed myself and didn't even call it a rape at first, because I went to his house. I went to his house to watch a movie, but and I went to sleep, but he kept waking me up. And so that I was just not ready, and I was I was very legalistic. Old me was very legalistic. I married my ex when I was 19, and I had only been with him. I felt guilty for having slept with him before we got married, but I felt bad about that. And that's, just a very common occurrence. Even back in the 80s it was, and now it's yeah. So that's what a goody I was. And then, we had 5 kids, and when the date rape happened, that, was very traumatic, even though it wasn't a violent type thing. And and it was a month after that, it was September 2017, when I was at the Joyce Meyer conference and lost my car in St. Louis. But without further ado, because after this, I'm going to drop the link, and I want anybody who wants to come up. But yeah, so I called this, I actually just renamed it. Okay, let me get to the right spot. It was formerly titled Only the Good Die Young. Dude, where's my car? But I retitled it. It's called The Angel in the Black Hummer. Billy Joel was in town the same night as Joyce. Meet me in St. Louis at the Joyce Meyer conference. I was so excited to be there. I left my car. Where? In a parking garage 2 blocks away. I walked around the whole stadium where the Rams used to play. Now they're back in LA, where my brother Paul had worked for the owner back in the day. The security man said he saw me coming in with the other 25,000 women. Oh, thanks, stalker man. Sixth and Lucas. It's got to be there. No, I met a homeless girl. She hugged me for not judging her. Her name is Jennifer. We prayed to find it. There were protesters in town also. We checked so many garages until 11 or so. Where did my car go? With blistered feet, I ended up at the Magnolia Hotel, where I met Sweet Mario. He got us water and gave me a number to call for a ride. Jennifer had to go. Her kind couldn't loiter in front of the hotel. But the uptown girl could stay, though. I was so mad at myself for losing my car, and my iPhone was full, so I had just deleted Uber and Lyft. My Red Roof Hotel was on the other side of town, so I called the number on the card and said poems for Mario while we waited. A long time. He let me in the Magnolia to the ATM. Now it's midnight, and he offers to give me a ride. Mom would have died getting in the car with strangers, disregarding the danger. I do it all the time now. I don't want you to worry, Mom, because I'm all right. Mario, the mechanic, drives a Hummer. Sweet ride. He asked me if I dated younger guys. I didn't date anybody at that time, except for that one that I told you about. I told him my life story and testimony. Why, I don't know. Honesty is as lonely as me. I'm 20 years older than you. Age is just a number, he says. Tell me about it. I go to a Christian conference and now I'm going to do this. We're at my hotel, all alone in St. Louis. Who would know? Could be fun, won't hurt anyone. It's been the longest time. Dang, he's cute. Satan must know my type. Lord, have mercy. You want to, honestly, but how would it be if we all did what we wanted? And I'm not ready and still married. You can't always get what you want. I need Jesus now. Don't we all? So once again, I say goodbye. I sit a queen upon my throne, take a cold shower, and go to bed alone. In the middle of the night, I go walking in my dreams. In the morning, the hotel clerk calls me a cab. I missed hearing John and Joel speak, and Aaron helped me find my car for a fee, the taxi driver. But I'll always remember that cute guy who gave me a ride for free. I wonder if he remembers me. So we stayed in contact through Instagram. And we didn't talk for a while. I contacted him when I was here last year is when I saw him again. So I hadn't seen him since 2017 when I met him, and we were just on Instagram. And I contacted him and said I was in St. Louis, and that was when I was here for a month. And from February to March, I had drove my RV from here to California, and my RV was parked out at my brother's ranch. And I flew here to watch Blue for a month and house sit for a month while Gladys did, she did TDYs. Where else did she go? She went on some trips, and I house sitted, and I had saw him in 2021. And so this time when I was here, I was kind of stressed in the fall. I was stressed when I came back here in October. And hey, Roy and Becky, thank you for coming in. Hey, Catherine. Hey, Maxine. Thank you all for being here. So yeah, when I saw him in March of 2021, right before I went back to, I flew back to Los Angeles, and that's when I got back in my RV, and I was at my brother's ranch for like a month. And then I left my brother's ranch in Southern California in April and started driving up the coast. And that's when I was And a year ago, I was in Oregon. I've been sharing on my community tab, like videos from a year ago and lives from a year ago, like when I was at Nomadic Rat Packs with Cargo Dan and RVing with G and Ron Sees America. It was just a fun time. And when I was at Alsea Falls with like Renee Doucherider, Tim, More Bang for Your Bucks was there and stuff. But anyways, I didn't contact. I was so stressed and kind of having a lot of anxiety when I came back here in October. And then things started with who I call the YouTube bully. You all know him, but anyways, that's all I want to say about that. But anyways, that caused me more stress. And that's when I started going live only once a month. And so I was stressed, and I didn't contact Mario. And he just contacted me recently on Instagram and said, when are you coming back to St. Louis? And I was like, I had to sheepishly say, I've been over here in Belleville since October. I'm like, I'm sorry. I was kind of like, I told him like, I was kind of like, I was stressed. And he's like, why did you tell me you were here? And I'm like, I'm sorry. So anyways, and it just so happens that last weekend is when Gary looked at the RV and said that, and I said I would deliver it. And last weekend is also when Mario had contacted me and we were talking, and then and Gladys was going out of town again. So I don't really know anybody else here, that could take me. And I just say, he's like, my only thing is because he drove 3 hours to look at it because he's a retired dairy farmer. He came with his family from Missouri, drove 3 hours to look at my RV, and he looked at everything. And I took them for a ride in it. And I was saying somewhere, I think I said it on here or on some social media, that it reminded me of the last time I went for a ride was when I was at Alsea Falls, and we had to leave the campground so I could go live because we didn't have any service. We were off grid. And so I had More Bang for Your Bucks and Renee Doucherider with me, and Ron Sees America. We were following him in the car because he knew where the spot was because he had to drive to town to work on his computer. And so we were following him. And that was the last time I think I took anybody for a ride in my RV. So that was fun. And, and when he said, the only thing I'm concerned about is how am I going to get it back home? And I said, I'll deliver it. And then I was like, wait a second, how am I going to do that? And I'm like, oh, and Gladys is going out of town. And so I was like, well, Mario can take it. And Mario's a mechanic. And that was so funny about, and then I put, because Billy Joel was in town for a concert that night. And that's why the town was still like hopping at that time of night. And I didn't really feel like alone, And so that's why I added all the little lyrics, the Billy Joel lyrics to the poem. And one of them was Uptown Girl with the Chrissy Brinkley and the mechanic. Billy Joel is the mechanic. So I thought that was kind of perfect. But anyways, a lot of my my poems in here borrow from lyrics and quotes and stuff like that. I am going to drop the link now. It's been 34 minutes. I'm going to drop the link. So that was fun telling you that story. I was like, I'm not going to tell them that story. I'm not going to tell them that story. But yeah. So this is not my hair, Hilda. How are you, Hilda? Good to see you. Good to see you. So glad to see you all. You're at my back door. Yeah, I shortened the time you have to be a subscriber in order to come in, but we'll see who comes in. Thank you all so much for being here. I don't know if you're still here, Diana Brianne Fairchild, but I'd love for you to come up. John is always first. Hi, John. How are you doing? You're
Hey,
always
sweetheart. Hold on. I'm getting into position here. I'm shutting down one thing, gotta shut down another.
I don't hear any echoes or anything. Not yet, anyways.
How's that?
It sounds good.
Okay.
Sounds good.
So I want to shut it down in the background first before I decide to jump on. Been watching your back door. We had a few creepers. Don't worry about it. I locked it good. They won't get in.
Thanks.
Don't worry. I
I
got
can
you
count
covered. You don't understand. You gave me the wrench. So I might as well use it.
Yes, I know. I gave you the
Keep
wrench.
them out. You had some creepers around your back door, so I kind of locked it up. You notice I went silent for a few minutes there. I was keeping
so bad at seeing. I try to keep a good eye on the chat. I try to, but I'm
don't
bad.
worry about it. We got you covered. See, I got you right here.
Thank you.
I'm doing a Kenny.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
Because I got my laptop here and I got my phone over there. So, yeah, we've had. It's like Hilda's in the chat. We have a few others too. We have a few others that I know of.
Huh? Hilda?
Yeah, she's in the chat. The one who does kitchen CSI.
Does she do kitchen CSI? I have
Yes, she does. Yes, she does. She's funny. She's funny.
My allergies, I think, are acting up too. I was saying because I went for a doctor appointment because they're readjusting my thyroid medicine because they said I was on too much. And then she said, I haven't lost that much weight yet, but I lost a little weight. And she said that was why. So I felt better. She was trying to make me feel better. She's like, it's nothing, because I was like, why are my levels changing? What's the matter? Because she lowered it and then she lowered it again. So yeah,
lowered it again, huh? My doctor upped my Rustformin by one pill the other day. Yeah, I said to him,
my sister-in-law was on that too.
Because my doctor was saying that when it gets warm, when it starts getting warm out, you have to up the pill by one, and then when it gets colder out again, then they lower it back. The heat makes your legs blow up for some reason, and the Rustformin counteracts it for some reason.
Yeah, I had to learn about all my sister-in-law's medications when I was at her house, and the metformin was kind of complicated too because she didn't eat that much, and she only needed to take it if she ate. If she wasn't eating a lot, she didn't need to take it.
Because what happens is you have to take it with food. Rustformin has to be taken with food.
Yeah.
And a lot of times, if you take your pill, you must have, like tonight I did.
What did you cook? I made a quiche and I didn't film it. I was like, I almost felt bad.
I already put my dinner of the day up. I did I went over to the food bank today and they gave us some chicken breast. You know how what do they call a company? It starts with a P.
Pepperidge Farm?
No, they're chicken breast company. They're a chicken company. And
Tyson. Tyson?
no, that's a T. Well,
So
Purdue.
Purdue. Oh, that's in Georgia. Yeah, I knew people that worked at that place.
Well, that company has found a way to make chicken, okay, more safer for us than ever. They found a way if they put a chicken breast in a piece of plastic and then put those individual things that they have done, so you have individual packages with your chicken breast in it. They put 5 of those in one regular container like they normally would do without the extra plastic around it. And they found out it makes the chicken last longer.
Wow. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. And when you go to open up the main package that you got, there's 5 smaller packages, so you don't have to go repackaging up the chicken. It already has a package around it, so you can just stick it in the freezer without all that, without all that styrofoam.
Mm-hmm. Hmm.
Yeah, they learned how to do that. Very interesting. And it took them, 20 years to figure it out? That you would get what you call it, you would get salmonella anyway if the thing went, because it used to leak. Remember those packages used to leak.
Yeah,
Now the individual packages don't leak anymore
that's good.
into that little now the individual packages don't leak anymore.
Oops. I'm going to send a link.
Yeah, I actually did also. I did a video on blueberry muffins.
Oh, I didn't see that one. I did see something. You had your comments turned off because I wondered, I hadn't seen you around, and I went over there to your channel, and on your recent videos, you had your comments. Have you been having a troll problem?
Not good.
You had your comments turned off on your recent videos. So I left a couple comments on your videos, on your Easter, on your lamb chops, I think, and your I don't know what else. Maybe the pizza one you did recently. But I noticed on your recent videos, John, that you had your comments turned off.
I'll take a look at it right now. Okay, let's see.
Does anybody else want to come up?
Come on, join us if you want.
Hi, Elaine. Hello. Thank you for coming in. Thank you. This is my new wig. Gladys gets a lot of packages, so she accidentally opened it. She's like, "You got some hair in the mail."
Oops.
You got some hair in the mail. I'm like, it's a wig. But yeah, I finally put the story. So my sister-in-law, the night before she passed away, she was talking about going to a party, and she made me. She got really. I was reading about like what happens at the end of life, and they get this surge of energy, and so she was going through that, I think, and she said she was getting ready to go to this party, and she said, "Get me my wig and get me my makeup." And she was like very insistent, and I didn't want to leave her because she was like she was going to get up out of the bed, and she couldn't. I was afraid if she did, she would fall, and she was very frail, and she was like 100 pounds. And so she said, she was going to this party, and she insisted. So I made her promise that she'd stay in the bed, and I went and got her wig and her makeup, and she did her makeup and put her wig on, and she got ready for the party. And so it was really sweet. And I told that story at her Zoom memorial. Hey Dan, do you wanna come up? I'll drop the link again. I was trying a new thing last month, but I think I like just having everybody up at once anyways. So, and I have to go to bed early tonight because we have to go really early because
Try it now. See if that works now. I got it.
Oh, did you turn your comments on?
I thought maybe when I was working on something else, I might have shut them off. Because I was doing a playlist.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was doing a playlist of my dinners of the day because someone gave me a suggestion of it, and I thought it'd be a good idea.
Oh, I'm sorry you're not feeling good. Boy. Yeah, I was messaging. I should have messaged some more people, but I've just been so busy with trying to figure out what we're gonna do with getting the RV to the buyer.
That's a good thing that you got it to a good buyer,
Yeah, I really felt comfortable with him, so I didn't, and he never even tried to talk me down. I went down because I felt comfortable with him, and that he wasn't, because a lot of buyers were just immediately trying to talk me down, and they weren't even like asking about the RV or anything. They were just wanting to talk me down right away and get a deal, and I was just like, no.
Well, what do you think? It's like the RVs are like hotcakes today.
I guess, and he, I guess he had a certain price range, and so he was looking at a little bit older ones, and he said he looked at a lot that were dirty, and somebody, people that had been living in their RV, and people that had been living in their RV and that smoked and that had a pet, and so it wasn't as clean as he would have liked. So I was like, it's just been me by myself. When I was at Nomadic Rat Packs, in Oregon, when I was at Troy's, he's like, this is the cleanest RV in all of Oregon.
A lot of times you get that. I was looking at one just the other day, right here, right in Waterbury, and they come out. You look at them, okay, and either the generator doesn't work.
Yeah, he asked me that, and I was able to start it up. It started up because I got new batteries for it. I was concerned because I hadn't started it up recently, but when he looked at it, I was like, okay, I flipped the thing, the thing you flip over. And then I pushed the button to start the generator. And so my new batteries, because I got new batteries for it, and the new batteries worked. I got new batteries in July, I think it was, last year, and it started right up. So he was glad.
I saw it on Facebook. I saw Sonny on Facebook.
Yeah. Yeah. The picture I took was months ago, John, with the snow and everything. And the picture was
I noticed that, but I noticed it was your rig because I saw the stickers. You gave it away with the stickers, girl.
The ones on the inside, yeah, the stickers.
I knew it. I said that's gotta be Sunny because you showed it one time when you were with oh, was it? Oh yeah, it was when you had Ford Man over,
Mm-hmm.
and I saw all the stickers inside. I looked at it and went, "That's gotta be Sunny. That's
Mm-hmm.
gotta be Red's vehicle right away."
No, they were in the pictures one of so
You got
many
the
different
back wall. That's what you did. You when you were shooting straight vertical, you
Mhm.
hit the back wall, and that's where you see all those stickers. When you went, remember how you had stickers on the right next to the door, and then in
Yeah,
the back,
above the door. Yeah, they're next to the door.
and you had some right by where you have your stove. And that's what I saw was the ones right next to the stove, and I went,
I
"That's
have
gotta be Sunny."
do epic stuff, do epic shit right by my tank indicator light from that's from Fan City Adventure. But yeah, I have a lot of stickers up there, and I have a Roy and Becky sticker up there. And I think he's probably going to leave them. I don't know if what his plans are with that, but I have my sticker on there, and I told them lots of stories and stuff about my travels, and he was watching my YouTube videos, and he said like, well, you said it was going into the shop for repairs. And he's like, what did you last have repaired? And, I was trying to think, and I was like, yeah, if you watch my videos, you'll hear everything that I went through. And
Including the gas gauge.
thinking, thinking the gas was leaking, but the gas wasn't leaking. I got me some
No,
more.
you remember you had to have to replace the gas gauge because it wasn't working.
Oh yeah, the gas gauge. Yeah. And then it wasn't working after he replaced it. But then he fixed it. He got it working, and I'll know for sure. See, I haven't drove it. He knows about that. And I haven't, and I think it is working because Dave's a good guy. This Dave guy in Belleville, Dave's truck repair is a good guy, and he said, and I was gonna keep traveling, John. I was gonna keep traveling after I went, east, and I went to Tennessee, and I saw Ford Man, and I saw Joy Blessed Life, and then I went down to Georgia and saw my kids, and that was when I got locked out. But when I came back here in October, I was just so stressed, and my anxiety was getting worse, and from getting locked out, and then things that I don't want to go into really, but things that didn't go well with my children in Georgia, actually. And I was really stressed out when I got back here. And at first I said because when I called Dave, I think I called Dave when I was like about at Roy and Becky's or on the way to Roy and Becky's, because I went to Roy and Becky's first when I left here in September to go to M21. Was it September? Yeah. In August, I went to Branson.
That was September, I believe.
Yeah, in August, I went to the Branson meetup.
Yeah.
And, that's nice. Hi.
Hello.
Here, you don't mind?
Hello, love you. How are you?
I'm good. I'm late.
I got.
You're never late. You're just right on time.
Okay, just continue, Red, what you're saying.
Yeah. So I think when I called Dave, I said, the gas gauge isn't working, and he had and I had waited. I had left. I was late to M21. I was going to be early to M21, but I was late for two reasons. I kind of didn't want to be there on time. I won't go into that either. I kind of didn't want to be to M21 on time. And and then my gas gauge wasn't in. It didn't come in so he could put it in. And so I think he kind of hurriedly did it because I wanted to leave. And but then I purposely stayed at Roy's and Becky's for 2 days because I just didn't want to go. I wasn't so sure about M21, and then now I'm like thinking a lot of good things happened. Like I met Floss at M21, and I met Lady Bug out at M21, and that was cool. But there were other things that ended up. I didn't know anything happened bad at M21, but then things. Anyways, that's another story I don't want to go into really. But anyways.
Well, what do you want? They kept handing what's his name pineapples at M21.
I
don't worry, they figured out
no credit for that, but I mean they just blew that way out of proportion. But I was sitting next to him. I was the one that first noticed that because that was at Branson. That was at Branson when he walked into the he surprised me and came to Branson. He didn't say where he was going, and he surprised me and came to Branson, and he met us at the place. No, I can't think of it. I need to go get the bottle of it. It's not whiskey. It's I can't think of the name of it. It's an alcoholic beverage that they make like in the South. What? Help me out here. It's all different flavors. And wait a second, I'm going to run upstairs and get it because I still have a coffee kind left. I still have a bottle of the coffee kind. I can't believe I can't think of the name. But we were at this place in Branson when Ron came in with a pineapple shirt. And I was the one that noticed. I was like, Ron, you have a pineapple shirt on. So it was me. That was in August. Let me get that because now it's bothering me. Upstairs.
Don't worry, love. She's okay.
That's the start of Ron being round pineapple.
Yeah, what happened was what happened was somebody kept on leaving pineapples outside his rig. It was an ongoing joke. Even till this day, we still, whenever we come on his channel, we always put pineapples in, the pineapple icons in the chat. That's how we do it. It's our, he changed his channel name to Ron Sees America, but we all said it should be Ron Pineapples.
Oh, it's moonshine.
Yeah, it's the moonshine.
Smith Creek Moonshine. This was the place. And this is the actual bottle that I shared with Kathleen Klein.
Oh, wow. It has coffee in it.
God bless her. It's coffee flavored.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm not really a moonshine person. Yes, I'm glad I went to M21. I'm sorry. I was being cynical for a minute. Floss. I'm sorry. No, I'm glad.
Okay, Floss, we got you covered.
It's around.
Everybody was having fun and enjoying themselves. Honey, when you go to meetups, it's adults only. What happens at N21 should stay at N21.
It wasn't adults only, though. The Dream on Wheels have their teenagers with them.
Yes, but
the guy who did it, Kevin of Where RV Staying, has this cute little 4-year-old, but the little kids aren't involved in the late night drinking activities. But it really had nothing to do with that, though, Dawn. But anyways, that's all we'll say about
so
that.
Did you actually meet what's his name? I forget his name. Traveling Robert, because he was there.
Yes. I put part of the song on, and a picture with him on.
Yeah, I saw that
on my Instagram. Yeah, I should put that on my
No, did he actually really travel with his wife?
yeah, I met
But you
Ileana.
don't even see her that much in the videos. Did you notice that?
Yeah, I guess she's just not okay. I guess she's
He's
camera shy.
on this side of the vehicle, I bet, but he only shoots from this side over.
Yeah, and he sang that song, and the RV DJ was there, and I won a painting from the RV DJ that Bruce of Vermont Paints did. I won a painting, and yeah, it was fun. It was fun, and I
Because I
really
know that he calls his crew, he calls them Pelican Heads.
yeah, because the place he has in Florida is Pelican. What is it called? I can't keep up with all the videos I want to watch. I haven't watched his videos in a
Oh, I
while.
watch them all. I watch it. I watch all of yours. I watch all of his. I
Oh my
watch a
goodness.
whole bunch.
How
I'm
can you
even
keep up
on
with
that.
them all?
Yep.
And I
I've
just started
been watching
supporting
I've been rewatching Eric Nomadic Fanatic when he did the
yeah, I don't watch his. But I started supporting Alyssa Vanilla, and I support Story Chasing on Patreon,
I
but
love Story
I'm
Chasing.
even
He's really
behind on
cool.
those. I'm even behind on those, and I just watched Alyssa Vanilla. I'm behind on Story Chasing. I just watched
She
Alyssa
just did a video on she went to a what do they call it? One of those places that has a hot tub. That's her
Vanilla.
latest video.
Yeah, I saw the picture on Patreon, but see, I haven't watched the video yet. And I try to keep up. That's why I don't watch all of them. That's why like I just try to go
Are
over,
you
I
planning
try
to get another rig?
loves when she's live or
You planning to get another rig?
not right now. Um I'm just gonna get something to go to Denver in. I'm just gonna get a vehicle. Um
You could
Mario,
always ask. You could always ask Johnny's Journey to build it out for you.
that would take too long. I'm leaving on the 27th, so I'm just
She
gonna
can do
get
it probably right there. She'll bring all her tools with her in the van.
yeah, she's near here. I had considered that, John. I actually did.
They were in
Even,
Connecticut for like a couple about a
Gladys
week
is
or so.
saying Gladys had said something to me about it. You know, I think
Or
Gladys
you
was
could
always
also
saying
call
stuff trying
RV
to
Prepper
encourage me to.
Wayne. You could
This
call
May, right?
RV Prepper
You're
Wayne.
going May 27th?
Hmm? Yeah, I think I'm probably going to go May 27th. I was starting to think that I might be here till June 1st, and that was interesting because last year I ended up going into Denver on June 1st because I had decided I tentatively planned, but I wasn't really planning very well, and I didn't get a place to stay in Denver. And Colorado was so busy, especially last summer when like COVID's over and all the kids are out of school, and I couldn't find a place. So I ended up staying at that Denver Meadows, which they call Denver Ghettos. It's like in a bad neighborhood, but it ended up okay. But I was going into Denver. I arrived in Denver on about the 1st, June 1st. So, but I think I'm going to be able to go the 27th since I found a buyer for my RV. And I
Are you
took the picture
are you
so long ago.
what type of vehicle are you planning?
I'm not sure. I've been looking on Jeeps online. Mario has a kind of old uh, it's a minivan. At first, I was like, no, I don't want
Hmm.
a
I
minivan.
know. Guess who can help you? He makes an excellent spring roll.
Yeah, I'm planning. I'm hoping to go to California too. Either the end of June or July. So I might see Tim and Carol, Glorious Life on Wheels, and stuff. So I'm hoping, because Glorious Life on Wheels is having a meetup, I think, in July in California. So I'm
Oh,
hoping to
boy.
be able to go to that.
Yeah, I've been doing a lot of research on Route 66 and also the Lincoln Highway, because Lincoln Highway goes all the way straight through to California.
Mhm.
So does Route 66, doesn't it?
I think so.
They both go straight through, but one starts in New York and the other one goes. But doesn't the Lincoln Highway and the Route 66, don't they interconnect in some places?
I don't know. You know, I never look. So Gary is you know, a little bit older, kind of like Cargo Dan. I was teasing Cargo Dan when we went to Crater Lake last May because he had the map, the printout map, and
That's what I do too.
like.
I do all
Gary,
the printout maps. I was taught in Scouts how to read a map.
yeah. Well, I know how to read a map too, but I don't anymore. You know, I say Siri. You know, Siri, take me.
You know what it is? A lot of people,
Take me
when they
there.
get first started with GPS, okay, they lose their map skills. You should not lose your map skills. You should always learn your map
I
skills.
hope
When I was a
they-
Boy Scout and I was taught how to read a map, and I've done it ever since. I have maps
I
of
can read a map.
Connecticut I have bought
I
that
have
I
so
can
many
actually
of
open it
them.
like this and say, okay, I'm going to this point, to this point, to that point on a walking tour and go there.
Mhm. Oh, and you know what I didn't even talk about? I decided I was not going to go live today. And I decided to go live because it was Friday the 13th. Did
Oh,
anybody
yeah, it is Friday the 13th. No wonder why I had problems at the food bank today. We had 2 cops there today.
I don't know.
I knew something weird was going on.
My first birthday was on Friday the 13th.
Hey, look, you might have a visitor, you know. You know, you might have a visitor.
Really? Who?
Um, Nomadic Hippie.
Oh, really?
I hear hippies coming to where Loves You lives.
Oh, to the Philippines? Let
Yeah.
me get something. I'll be right back.
Yeah, he might be coming to visit, you know. So you better watch it. You might have a visitor.
No,
You know,
not here. He
hippies are.
will visit Cebu. It's far from here.
Oh,
Oh, he's not going to actually where you are.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I seemed like, did he come into your live? It seems like I heard him say that.
Yes,
yeah, I
Red.
heard him on his own live. He said that he did a pop up. And he said that he was going to that area. And everybody's been telling him, well, why don't you spend it in America? But, you know, most of where Loves You lives, okay, speaks more English than anything else.
Mm-hmm. They learn it in school, right? Isn't that what you
Yes,
said?
it is. It's your second language.
Yes.
Loves
Yeah.
You isn't English in your country considered your second language?
Look at
Yeah.
the candle I found at Target.
Ooh, nice.
It says home. The painting I bought says going home. It's called Going Home.
Oh,
That's
that map.
it. So I didn't really need another candle, but I'm going to fit all my stuff, all that I own, into my vehicle, whatever I get, and move to
Red,
Dan.
how far is that? Missouri to from your place? How far? The new
12-hour
owner,
drive from
the new
here to.
owner of Sunny. No, the new owner of Sunny.
Oh, that's 3 hours away. Yeah,
Ah, okay.
3 hours away. We're going very early because we need to get there before. And he's way out in the boonies because it's a dairy farm. He still lives on the dairy farm.
Most farmers do.
Yeah,
Dairy farms are fun, though.
He's
My
retired.
buddy owns one, and I was talking to him, and he sent me a thing of cheese this big that he made out of his own cows
I
one
think
time.
he still has. I think he said he still has some cows. We'll see.
Usually, did you know that cows, 99% of cows, they won't take to a slaughterhouse until they're old enough to actually die? Yes, a cow will live 15 years. And a lot of farmers feel that it's unethical to kill them until they're at the end of their milk making lives. When they stop making milk, that's when they send them off to become steaks.
That seems weird.
No,
That
it's
seems
not.
very weird.
It's more ethical too. If you send an animal, okay, that's making milk, okay, you could sell the milk. The milk is worth more than just the steaks itself. So if you wait until the animal is nice and marbleized as being an older cow, you'll get a higher price for the meat because the meat is more textured because it lived a longer life.
I see.
Now, did you
Mom
know
raises
there's no
in
such
Poppy
thing as a
Lane.
veal? Did you know there's no such thing as a veal?
There's no such thing as a veal.
What they call veal is actually a baby cow that was just born, or one that is stillborn that came out dead.
Oh,
So you're eating a dead animal.
yeah. I would have thought because it was so hard to get them to eat vegetables, but both of my sons, I'm really not as sure about my older son if he still is, but they're vegan because they're are vegetarian, or they still eat eggs, and I always get them confused. They still eat milk, have milk and stuff like that. They still eat meat.
Milk, eggs, and cheese. They're what they call lacto-vegan. Lacto-vegan means that they still eat the dairy products. Then you have non that are completely pure vegan that only eat what is called. They have this special stuff called dietary yeast that they eat. They put into all their food. It helps them to digest everything.
Yeah. Well, my younger son was saying that how it's really bad how they treat the cattle, and so he doesn't eat. He said he did go, I think on his birthday. His birthday's in September. On his birthday and got steak with his best friend, but he doesn't. He very rarely eats beef anymore.
Well, you know what they say. If you want to eat meat, make sure that it's been properly treated. I know some good steak companies that do treat their meat properly because of what goes on. The longer an animal is left to live, okay, the more marbling it gets, the better it tastes, and stuff like that. Now, if you kill a younger animal, okay, you're not going to get all the marbling and all that stuff that makes all that delicious taste in your mouth is the marbling.
Steak. I don't really want to think about, that, but because I love
But
steak.
the marbling is what makes all the flavor come out through the
Yeah,
meat.
I actually got, now don't get on to me, John. I got groceries. I got some groceries at Target again. I got some steak, some ribeye steak to grill.
They make some good ones over there. Actually, they're Target, Walmart, Stop and Shops, and Kroger's are. Did you know Kroger's and Stop and Shop are one company?
Oh, and I think Snooks is Kroger's too. What they have here is Snooks.
Yeah, that too. Because they're all owned by one company called Royal Ahold.
Really?
Yes, Royal Ahold is the company that owns Stop and Shop, Kroger's, and the other one. And they're all in the Netherlands. They're owned in the Netherlands.
I see. Okay. My bad.
What were you thinking?
I thought you said whole.
No, like like holding company.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Royal Holding Company owns those stores, and they also own stores down south like Piggly Wiggly and some other chains. They even supply to Walmart sometimes. Now you know.
Mhm.
Watch where you buy. You might be buying Royal A-Hold.
Okay. I got a message from Gary that I hadn't read yet.
Aw, what you got?
Yeah, I think he already has my check ready. So that's cool.
Aw, for Sonny.
Mm-hmm.
Now make sure it clears before you drop off the rig. We
Oh,
don't want no bouncing rubber checks now.
I have his address, but I try. It's funny. I was gonna say something about that too because um I have a hard time, because like I talk about it, like all the things like I was just talking about, all the things I've been through. I have a hard time trusting people, and especially men. And Gary, um, but I feel like I can trust, and I think it's all because of God. It's all because of praying, and that God's got my back. You know how I'm glad you got my back, John. Thank you. But what's even better is God has got my back, and I prayed about
I
all this.
got
And
the boss right here.
yeah,
I got one right here with the 12 boys, homeboys.
yes,
Oh, and if
yeah.
you
See,
want to know, you can
that's
go to
something I was
Walmart
gonna
and get
say.
one if you want.
I don't know where it originally came from, but one of the things that I heard was they say 13's unlucky because that's the number that was at the Last Supper.
Yeah,
But
you
when
got
you
12
think about
apostles
it,
plus Jesus. The
yeah, but
12
when you think
apostles
about
plus
it,
Jesus.
that ended up good, even though because Jesus died, but then he rose again, and you know, it ended up good, right?
It was our, hey, he came here
And
to
I
do
have
a job.
13, and
He
as
did
I'm
his
saying
job
this,
and then he left. He did his job and then he left.
yes, and then
He
he's
came
with
here
us,
to tell us the
and he
truth.
sent the
He
Holy
did he
Spirit,
did his job.
and the Holy Spirit's with us all the time.
Boom.
So
And
that's
he was
cool.
gone. Hey, like they say, blink of an eye.
Yes. And so, but anyways, I feel like God has my back. And then like
Amen.
Mario contacted me at right the time I needed him. And Mario is a mechanic too. And then I'm starting to think because I'm a worrier, and Gary said like his sister came to look with him, and his sister and his wife and his daughter came with him to look at Sonny. And he was
That's
saying,
how you know
oh
you could trust him. He brought
my
his whole
sister's a
family here.
worrier. He's like, my sister's worried about you getting Sonny getting here. And I'm like, I know, because like I'm a worrier too. And I start thinking, well, can I really trust Mario? Or can I really trust Gary? What if, because I called the
You're
bank.
like me. You always think 2 and 2 is 4 all the time.
Hey,
You,
Billy J Travels.
hey everyone on our
Someone new just came in. Hi, Billy.
hey Billy, nice to see you.
So anyways, it's cool, and I really feel that I can, and they both like are reassuring, like they both are reassuring me. Oh, for one thing, I was like,
You
okay,
want to come over and say hi? You may. Come on, baby girl.
Tinkerbell. Um, so Mario came over to eat on Mother's Day, and I barbecued and I grilled. But then he came over yesterday too, because Blue was just in his room with Gladys when he came over on Mother's Day.
Yeah,
But
there's a
Blue
dog.
met him, and I'm like, if Blue, because I had Blue for 5 months, and um, I had this guy that did some work on my house, and it ended up I kind of, you know, I kind of started thinking like I don't really. He was it's a long story, but anyways, Blue growled at him, and I was like, yeah, he was kind of a little shady. But anyways, so
That's how you knew he
Mario
was
got
shady
a
because
blue stamp of
when
approval.
you're trying when a dog growls at somebody, they can tell when somebody is doing what not supposed to do.
Yeah. This guy was um just a little weird, a little off.
Yeah, Blue
Yeah,
is the dog
Blue's like
she's watching.
because he doesn't. My son had a pit bull that bites people, and so we couldn't have her around anybody. But Blue is fine usually. He's usually fine. He doesn't.
99% it's what the dog is trained by. If the dog
Oh
would
yeah, the dog that bit people. We didn't have her as a puppy. You know, we didn't raise
yeah,
her from a puppy, and we think someone maybe abused her. I don't know.
sounds like it.
She bit a lot of people, so it was not good.
See, she knows when to come up. She knows.
Oh, you got her on your neck. Like,
This girl could do things I can't do.
uh-huh.
She caught a mouse the other day.
Oh wow, yeah, that's why I want.
She caught a mouse the other day, right
got-
under here, under my chair.
I got this cat for now. This is
Hey,
my new cat.
you're lucky. She has a stuffed cat. I got the real thing.
I have this, which I got from my new grandbaby.
Aw.
And
Love
I
she's
got
got
this
her
boy.
own dog.
I didn't know if it was going to be a boy or a girl, and I got this, and I'm like, I wonder if it will be a girl, and it's a girl.
Where is Ginger Red?
It's my cat, Ginger. I got this cat for now. I'm still going to be traveling a lot, so I don't want to get a real cat yet.
Well, you can always travel with one. You know, cats are more easier to travel with than dogs.
I don't know. It depends. I think they. I don't know. I think
Well, actually, they are. They're a lot easier because they take care of themselves more. All you do is put their food and water down and put their litter box down. They go to the bathroom on their own. They take their own showers. You don't have to worry about them showering. They take their own showers.
They clean themselves. Yeah, I think it's kind of it's not good for a dog to always be like have to be chained up and not be able to run. Like Blue goes out in the yard, you know, and he can run around. But some of these people that are traveling with these big dogs, and now I heard I don't really keep up with it, but that much. But last I watched some of Nomok's video, so I was on the road as long as Nomok was, as a matter of fact. But he was stopping because one of his dogs needs surgery. So
yeah, he has a family member that was gonna.
Yeah, and I didn't think it was good because those big dogs too, that need to be able to run around are always having to be.
And then they never notice something. I noticed this about these channels with these big dogs. They always stick them these two big chooches in a small van. And
Yeah,
I really love human, but you got these two big
Red, White, and
chooches in there.
Bethune. I really love Red, White, and Bethune, but I'm like, how do they do it with all of those kids? And then like they have like 4 dogs.
I talked to them a couple of times, and their bus has actually been redesigned a couple of times. Because what happened was the kids' bunks, the kids actually sleep on bunks on either side of the hall. And then the main bedroom's in the back. And then they had a problem with the composting toilet from hell that they took a shotgun to.
See, you're more up on them too. I don't watch all of their videos either, but I try to watch. You know.
Well, that's their past videos, though. I watch their videos because I talk to them on lives like this.
Mm-hmm.
See, I have this thing. I have time to do what I need to do. You notice something sometimes on the first and third, I'm not online at all. It's because I'm paying rent. I'm taking care of, what I have to take care of for my home.
Mm-hmm.
Like during the first of the month, you noticed I didn't do any videos almost. There were no dinner of the day videos.
Yeah,
The
I've
reason why
been
I do
so
that,
swamped lately. Hey, Tim is here.
hey,
Hey.
yeah, more bang,
Your ears,
woo!
your ears burning? I was talking about you. I was talking about you.
He heard us. See, he heard us. He knew
My
we were.
friend has a minivan, Tim. I'm gonna be in California in July. Maybe you can. No, I don't know if I want this minivan yet. I haven't seen it.
Well, he does live in a. He uses his.
Minivan, yeah. Tim has a
I think he
minivan.
does have a minivan now, and he's been redesigning it every so often.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah,
yes, Mobang, I do watch your channel on a full-time basis.
it was good, Tim.
Hey,
I
he
was
did a
saying
good
I'm
job with
hoping
that,
to see
especially when he does
him in
his
California.
product review videos. I like when he did that light video. That was cool.
Tim? Yeah, I'm not up on his videos either. I'm sorry I'm behind on everybody's videos.
Don't worry about it, hon. You can't be on everybody's videos.
I know, I
You
can't.
know, there's almost
Worried
90
about
million channels. There's 99 million channels out there right now.
I believe
There's
it.
no way. Did you know when the pandemic started, more people started YouTube channels than ever before?
I believe it.
Okay, in the travel genre alone, you have roughly 95 million new YouTube travel channels out there, including prepper channels that are yelling gloom and doom all over the place.
Oh, I don't. It's funny that you said that. I'm not for a prepper. Like, I'm a minimalist, so I'm kind of like the opposite of a prepper.
I'm what they call, I'm a minimalist prepper. I know about small gear. I try not to do big gear. Like, I can tell you, I can basically, because I live in the Northeast, I can tell you how to survive a nor'easter, how to survive a hurricane, because we have all those. Those things happen. So you need basic cooking. Usually the water never disappears because it's all, it's still pumped into the apartment. Loves you. What type of dog is that?
Japanese Spitz.
Spitz.
Oh,
Yeah.
I
forgot his name. Oh no, Beauty. Is that Beauty?
Yes, right.
I remembered. I was like,
Thank you,
I was trying to think of it. Beauty and the Beast. That's why.
Mm-hmm. Thank you, Mobang, for that. That smiley face.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and so I think he's leaving the stickers up, Tim, and your stickers up there in Sunny.
You know why? Because those babies are all YouTube stars. He'd rather have YouTube stars.
Yes. He said
one thing, okay, you're Red, you don't know this, but you're up there with you went up with all the best. Okay? You've been to meet all the best. You were up there with Kenny. Kenny went over and met Box Van D and all of that. So you met him. You understand? He's a rock star. You're a rock star.
I have a video with
rock stars. Rock stars meet rock stars. You are a rock star.
Thank you.
In the YouTube community, you are a rock star.
Not to everybody, John, but thank you.
To me, you are. And to a lot of people, you were the one who encouraged me to do my first live during New Year's Eve. If you could do that, you can entice anybody on YouTube. You could have 1 million subscribers by now. And don't let the bullies bother you, because the bullies, the reason why they hate you is because they ain't you.
Yeah, I agree with that. You're right.
Remember that movie? They hate you because they hate us because they ain't us. They hate us because they ain't us, and they want to be us.
Mhm.
All the people who hate us and are our haters are really our lovers.
Yeah, I love the song by there's a song by Megan Trainor. And then it goes like that. It goes, if I were you, I would wish I was me too.
Yeah. And Megan Trainor, okay, you know she has the most haters in the whole world. You know one of her bodyguards got stabbed about a month ago.
They all have haters, you know. A lot of people that are in the public eye have haters, so it's normal. So, you know, I'm kind of making the big time, you know, because I got haters.
Hey, when you get your first, okay, I'm going to tell you a secret. When you get your first 50 people, you get your first hater. When you get your first 100, you got 2 haters now. I'm in my 140s right now. Okay, I'll wait until I hit that one. Whoa. No keyboard.
I was worried that someone was picking on you because you turned off your comments. That's what I, you know, did on some certain videos, you know, that were about the bully. I just turned, like, I'm just going to turn off.
Nobody was bullying me. I was working on something and I might have hit the wrong button.
Well, that's good. I'm glad.
Because I was trying to do some, or, you know, Nomadic Van Man.
Yeah, we don't talk about him here either. No, he was a backstabber, but anyways, yeah, I know him, but yeah.
Well, he's a good friend of mine, and he suggested to me to do some, you know.
Yeah, well, Tim, you don't have any haters. Nobody hates you. Everybody loves.
Oh, he's Chinese. We gotta hate him.
Yeah, Mobang has, like, what is your subscriber count now? Hey, Tim, you've never come up on my live. You should come up here.
Come on, Tim. We double dare you. Come on, Tim. We got the link right there. You don't have to cheat. And she just threw it up again. Come on, Mobang. You're cool.
He's been, because Tim's been more, the most probably, diplomatic. He's got 4.59 thousand subscribers. Wow. Good job.
He got some haters.
Yeah, you probably do have some haters. I mean, you might not know.
But they don't bother him because they're
they're
afraid he's going to take a sword to those guys, you know? You got to understand he's Chinese. Or is he... Mobang, are you Chinese or are you Japanese?
Vietnamese.
Oh, he's Vietnamese? Of course. You know, they're afraid he'll take a sword or a something to them. Those guys don't play. They think he might be one of them little ninja guys, you know? When you're not looking, he might say, out, you know?
Don't mess with Tim. He's a ninja.
Yeah. You're going to have to call him an RV ninja. And I'm not talking about one of those mixers.
Oh, I like this. We are just like brothers and sisters. Not all siblings get along. You know, I was thinking the same thing, you know, when people were saying it's a family, we're like a family, like the YouTube community, it's a family. And then when things started going wrong, I'm like, yeah, this is like my family.
Happens to me all the time. I'm also on Facebook. I'm also on the other one. I'm working on getting a TikTok started.
Oh, I was talking to a lady at the grocery store about TikTok.
Yeah.
I need to go over there and check out her TikTok. I need to go. Like I don't go on it very often. We're at 1 hour and 34 minutes.
Yes.
Is anybody else going to come up? I'm going to go 2 hours and then I'm going to be tired and I
Come
got to
on,
get up.
Mobang, come join us. We need another rock star up here. Well, you know what it is? I think Mobang, okay, knows how to use diplomatic understanding.
Yes.
He uses his diplomatic peace be with you understanding. Like I do. You might have a problem with someone else. You know what I'm saying?
Guys, I appreciate you guys. You guys stuck with me. And some people that initially said they were going to be neutral, and some people that I thought were going to be neutral and not, take the other person's side against me did not. Just saying.
You know why? Because what happened was there's an old saying. You watched out for me, okay? Remember, I met you. I met the first person I met watched out for me and took me under his wing. And that was Thin Blue Lane. I met you and Kenny on Thin Blue Lane.
No, where I met you, you know where I met you? And I was so annoyed when I first met you. You annoyed me so much. I told you this story, didn't I? I met you at Van City Adventure.
Oh, yeah, when I was over there.
Yeah, I was in Wyoming. And you came up, he brought you up at the same time as me, and he was celebrating 10,000 subscribers, and I think he was a little tipsy. And you wouldn't let me talk, John. And I was like, this guy is so annoying. I can't stand him.
The one that is the most, the
now
one
you're my friend.
Now the ones you think you can't stand are the ones who are your loyalist friends who will back you up at all times.
Yes, because I give people a lot.
I am a loyal Boy Scout. I've always come prepared to fight. You want to fight? I'll go silent for a minute, and then I'll go take you out the back door. Mm-hmm. I don't play like that.
I gave you another chance, and you came through for me. So, but I was like, at first, I was like, oh, this guy is so annoying.
Hey, it's best to have someone who's annoying who could be a pit bull when you need them to be.
But Daryl too. He was.
And I'm sorry if you think I'm a know-it-all, honey, but I do my research. I might not read that good, but I know how to do my research.
That's a good thing to know.
Aw.
So do you want to come up, Diana? Diana Brienne was gonna come up maybe, but I think she's always has a lot going on. So
yeah, she did. She had like 3 videos today that popped up.
Yeah, she does a lot of videos every day, but she's not.
No, I watch them all. I watch them all because she has some pretty good topics.
I try to watch all of hers too, but I still don't. I don't get all of hers either because she does a lot every day, and I was trying to do every day. But then my poem of the day kind of fell by the wayside because I've been getting so busy with the RV and doing my taxes. Oh, that was another thing I was celebrating is that I got the taxes done.
Yay!
Done because I was behind 4 years. And my friend Paper Crane of Hope did a video on procrastination, and I was like, "Yeah, I'm good at that."
You know what it says in the Bible about procrastination is the thief of time.
Oh, really?
Yes. When you procrastinate, things just don't go right.
I know what that verse is. Is like you say a little sleep, a little slumber, but then your poverty will come on you like a thief. Well, that's more about being lazy, I guess. I'm trying to think of what verse you're talking about. Let me see. Oh, I had to bring my Bible down here. It's so
Love
hot.
you. I saw that icon you had when you popped your icon up a minute ago.
Oh, I missed it.
I
What?
saw it. That was cool. You changed your icon again, didn't you? What you doing, Tink? Are you hunting mice down there? Go ahead. She
Red.
does my feet.
The new owner of Sunny is first
Gary.
time to have a rig, a camper van,
Um, I think he
or
might have had an RV before. He's like in his 60s. He's a retired dairy farmer, and he has a business now with wells. I think like digging wells. That doesn't seem like something like you do when you retire. I was like, I think he has people working under him. I was like, wow, that's
Well digging out there in the heartland is a big business.
I kind of like it that I'm selling it like, well, this is farmland out here, but I sold my car to a teenager who baled hay, and he made $1,500, and he lives with his aunt and uncle, and they promised to match it. So I sold my car for $3,000 when I sold my car before I left here in my RV. And it was for the teenager that worked one summer baling hay and made $1,500. And so I liked, and that's what I said when I started out to sell my RV. I was like, I'm gonna find the right buyer, and I think I'm gonna know when they start messaging me and talking to me. And Gary didn't even try. He never did try to talk me down at all. And then
where so Sunny Red in Facebook? Where
yeah,
did it so Sunny? Okay.
Facebook
Yes,
Marketplace.
she put the pictures up on Facebook. We all saw that.
Yeah, that's where
We're
I
all
sold all of the stuff in my house. I sold it on there. And, I guess that's when I learned how to be selling stuff. Like, because selling my car and selling Sunny was kind of like, I had this statue of a lion that was about 3 feet tall. It was really pretty. And I got it when I was shopping with my sister-in-law, because we used to go antiquing and stuff, and we went to a Christian conference in North Carolina. I think it was in 2015, and I saw this lion, and I think I bought him for like $60 or something. He was kind of old. He was like maybe from the 70s or something. He was really cool looking, and I named him Aslan after the lion in the Chronicles of Narnia. And he was really cool, and people, like, I had an Airbnb guest, like, he wanted to buy it. He's like, is that for sale? And I was like, no. And I even thought of keeping it. I'm like, I can fit this in my RV. But it was 3 feet tall. And so it was so annoying because I put it on there and people would be like, I'll give you $20 for that. And I would get so upset. And so I take it off of there again, and then I put it back. And this is why it took so long. Like at the end of December, I was on RVing with G, and Georgie and Dan are saying, you got to sell it now, right? You got to sell. If you sell it now, it won't be a year older, because when it turns January, it's going to be a year older. And I didn't like them pressuring me. And I'm just like, no, I can't. I'm not ready. And and it was really cool that I waited till I was ready, and then I sold him on Mother's Day. So it was like a wonderful Mother's Day gift. Is that Tinkerbell? We had so my parents had a cat, and they didn't mean to get a cat. My mom really liked dogs better, but my parents had a cat that would come over from the neighbors. Hey, Arnie, you can come up. Hi. Because I'm still going for, well, a little bit longer.
come
I'm
on
going.
in, everyone. Everybody's welcome here. We're all family.
I
And
could go
yes, we even like the black sheeps of the family.
15.
Hello, fun
Been
seekers.
feeling up to it. I know you haven't been feeling real good lately. Yeah, and I haven't made it to.
Oh,
I get
hello,
the
my friend.
notifications, but when Arnie's live, I'm always seem to be busy. I don't. I will make it to one of your lives one day. Lately, I've been going to Norgus. Um, Norgus are Darlene's in the morning, and she prays and stuff. And I need a lot of prayer. Just like I always say, pray for Red, and Red will pray for you. It's working. Thank you for your prayers.
Don't worry, you're always on my prayer list too. I've got you covered. I'm working on. Now I know you're going to be leaving tomorrow, so I got to put you on the travel list for the travelers that are on the road.
But it's just 3 hours. So
Well, still, 3 hours can be. You never know what the devil could throw at you in 3 hours.
exactly.
Let me see. In 1 hour today, I almost got hit twice.
Oh no.
Yeah, 2 times in the food line today. We had two people that were drunk and were getting ready to fight with each other.
Wow.
And me, I'm a volunteer public safety officer. So that means technically if they got into a fight and I'm there, I have to write up the report and give it to the police, what I saw. Cool.
Drinking my water. It's been really warm. It's been really hot here. And I'm upstairs, so I took my mattress
If you
off.
hear any noise in the background, sis, I got a fan going.
Oh, that's okay. So it was really hot, and upstairs the air doesn't seem to work very well. It works better here, and that's another reason why I'm on this floor. And
And I
so,
like how you did that this today, where you put up the link on the thing exactly. You did a wonderful job with that because sending it to people individually,
it
it
was
takes
too much work.
longer. Because
It
then I
was,
would have to go back to the email, find it, and then grab the link, jump onto the link, and it was like, oh yeah. I was getting ready. I was getting ready to say forget it.
yeah, it was too much. It was too much work. And then I like having people go ahead and come up together. And
And
I,
usually, if we got troublemakers, we know who they are. We'll get them.
yeah. And then when
It's
I
like,
drop the link, I can say it's for so and so and such and such.
and if somebody wants to come up you don't know, just make sure you see them.
No, I'm not bringing up anybody. I just don't bring up anybody I don't know. And that's just me because I just have a lot of problems with trolls and bullies and stuff. I don't know. It's just me.
Don't worry, we got your back here. I got this. I got
No,
this in place.
redheads have problems with bullies. I guess that's it.
Excuse me. Also,
Everybody does. I know.
no. Also, blondes do too.
Oh, blondes.
Yes, you know how blondes have more fun. Well, they also have more bullies.
Really?
My cousin is a blonde, and she had nine bullies. 9 people bully her online.
Oh my goodness.
Straight. I said, "Oh God." Aw,
I wanted to play that for you before I forgot.
amen. You and Victoria have been doing some good flute work. She does Indian flute, and she does a pretty good Indian flute.
Yeah, I've been playing my flute for a long time since I was in elementary school, and I used to be in marching band. Do I have you as a? Let me see something, Arnie. Do I have you as a? Okay, I don't. Let me make you as a moderator on the other channel. That's Arnie, the Fun Seeker and Friends, and that's Arnie, Layla, Mia, and much more.
The one with the black cat?
Yeah, yeah. And the other
Okay,
cat,
just want to make sure.
the other
I noticed he had a black cat on his thing. You know me, I'll check with you before I decide to cream him, you know? I won't cream you, my friend. She said you're cool.
He's not doing anything. I got all these snacks. I got more snacks. I probably didn't need to get more snacks. I got more snacks for the ride to Buffalo. It's Buffalo, Missouri.
Okay, so you're going to Missouri. I call Missouri misery. It's a joke. Get it?
I like these. These are really good.
Which ones did you get?
Spicy sweet chili.
Sounds like it's a hot one. I did a video on a new honey bun they got.
I'm hoping Mario might like these because these are really kind of too hot for me.
Ooh, those look good.
With LeBron.
If you like basketball players, they might be.
I got these because of Triple C. Triple C had these. Tried these on Try It Tuesday. That was a while ago.
I tried a new product this month. A chocolate honey bun.
Oh, okay. But
yes, it's from Hostess. It's from Hostess.
I know the video I watched too. I watched the Blue Bunny one, the ice cream one you did.
Yeah, those were the micro Blue Bunny cones.
The little cones.
Yeah, those are the snack cones. Mm-hmm. They're not the full size. I thought they were full size when I bought them, you know, and then I looked at them, I was going, what the heck? I would have to eat 2 or 3 of them before I would be, you know. Those cones are like small. So
if you're like on a diet and you don't want to deprive yourself, because that's what I do. Like I'm eating these right now, but I'll stop. I've had these for a while. I forgot. They have a Stranger Things alien on there.
Oh yeah. Did you hear the talk about bringing the show back?
Have to do a whole different story though.
No, what they want to do is they want to do it where what's her face is now in her teens.
11?
No, because she was 11 in the original TV show. They want to think about maybe bringing her back as 14 or 15.
Was
crazy teenager. Crazy teenager. Stranger Things, crazy teenager years.
Mm-hmm.
They're thinking about doing that because she was deprived her younger years because she did do Stranger Things. So now she comes back as a teenager.
Mm-hmm.
You'll see her as an actress evolving, basically.
Mm-hmm.
And I like to see when these young actresses evolve on screen.
Well, I have 15 now. Thank you all for being here. Appreciate it.
Yeah, we're good. And you don't want to stay on too late because I know how it is with driving a big rig.
We're getting up early. I think I'm going to have Mario drive it. He has a CDL license.
So who's with you, Red? Going to the new owner? I will go with you.
Hmm?
Who will go with you while going to
Are
the
you
new
going to
owner?
be doing a Are you going to be doing a video on the transfer of Sunny? Did you ask
I
for
don't know.
permission to do that?
I don't know. I could ask him.
Because we would all love to see Sonny going to his new owner. It'd be like a changeover of the guard. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah, I was really happy that he said like we're still gonna call him Sonny. I was like, that's cool. And then I was like, how am I gonna feel when, if someone's like, oh, I don't like, all these stickers on here. And I was just
Well,
like,
you know what they say.
I don't say
There's
anything.
always
He didn't say
there's
anything.
always Gooby gone, and they can
Yeah.
easily take them off.
Yeah, but I'm glad he didn't say anything. I don't know if he is, but like I don't even want to know. And some of them I
You
actually
never know.
have
He could be a loyal
some
subscriber
stickers
to
up
a lot
there
of
that I
those.
was going to take down that I didn't. I was just like, I'm just gonna sell it. Because my bully sticker is up there in my in Sunny. Yep. Because I didn't know he was a bully until he became a bully. Look at these
You
orange.
never know. You can't detect them until they show up.
Yeah. And yeah, I didn't do anything wrong at M21, but he said like I did. But I didn't. I got these
You
oranges.
gotta watch it. I think he was trying to get the views on you.
Yeah, they got a lot of views. They got a lot of
You
views.
see, you don't understand.
Yeah,
The
somebody
more
wanted
eyeballs you get on your channel, the more views you get. And I don't know if your bully had 1,000 subscribers or more. And if he did, I was
4,000.
trying to get the view
He had
count up.
4,000, but he wasn't monetized until after he bullied me and did that live. And it's his most viewed live. And the person that was helping him bully me, it's not her most viewed, but it's one of her top videos is the one she did about me, and hers is absolutely ridiculous. I didn't even really address that. It was just, I was just like, whatever. I only defended myself against the first bully, but she incited him. But something that answered a prayer was he got with someone and that distracted him and his ex. So, and I prayed about that. That was another answer to prayer. I was like, wow, thank you, God. I
Sometimes
specifically
God will put people in the way right when you need them to be there.
I specifically saw that these two people were getting together at this meetup, and I was like, Lord, please let And then
I'll bet 10-1. I'm going to tell you. I'm going to tell you. I bet 10-1. It was Van Vita's Travels, right?
Yeah. No, not the bully. She wasn't the bully. No.
No, because I know Van Vita. She's dating somebody from America now.
Yeah, she's dating the bully. Okay, that's enough. Shush, John. Yeah,
I got you. Let's call it.
I'm gonna try one of these on here since.
What did you got?
Yeah. Okay, so they're raspberry oranges. They're from California.
Raspberry oranges? Okay, who mixed an orange with a raspberry?
Oh, look at it. It's like purple. Look at that.
Hi, GNN Travels.
Hello.
Hey.
Hello. Let's make this big.
What is that word?
For a second. Look at that. That's interesting.
Okay, who's playing around with the gene pool again?
I wonder how they made these.
Very simple. They splice two fruits together like they do a tangerine.
It wasn't a raspberry. They couldn't put a raspberry with an orange, really.
Yes, they can.
Yes,
they can. It's done in the lab. They mix them in the lab.
I should Google that. How? Yeah, I'm a bully magnet too, Floss. But I'm learning how not to be. I'm learning how to better not to be. And you really do need to stand up for yourself.
That's right.
I know
If
that
you don't, they will
Jesus
just
said turn the other cheek, but that doesn't apply to bullies. And I don't think, that's not what God wants you to do, to let yourself be walked all over. Like Jesus went to the cross, but that's where he meant to do that and wanted to do that and needed to do that for us. But he's not for people bullying people. And you're not supposed to turn the other cheek with a bully. That was the worst bullying advice I ever got. That turn the other cheek, Red, and don't ever do that with a bully.
and then the
Stand
bully goes and punches you in the
up.
other cheek.
Huh?
Then the bully goes and punches you in the other cheek.
Right, exactly.
Hi, Jill.
Hi, Jill. Thank you for being here. At 14, I'm at 2 hours.
Yeah, we got a full house tonight. Mostly everybody is all your police force anyway.
These are good. So they're raspberry oranges. And I saw them at Snooks and I decided to try them.
Never know. You might try something new and they might be delicious.
Mm-hmm.
You remember how they have the tangerine? Did you know there's no such thing in real life as a tangerine? A tangerine is nothing more than an orange mixed with something else that's done in a lab. So that one might just be an orange mixed with a raspberry put together.
It's a raspberry orange. I don't know that I've seen them before. I might have seen them one time before, but I didn't get them.
I've seen blood red oranges before. They actually have a strawberry orange and a cherry orange. And yes, they do come from Florida, like that one does. The Florida growers are working on new resiliency oranges that will defend themselves against the frost. And they found out certain fruits have certain redundancies against frost, like strawberries, raspberries, peaches, stuff like that. Maybe next we'll get a peach orange.
Oh, that would be good.
Yeah. I'll go to bite in and there'll be a pit in the middle. Be interesting. Never know. Hey, you know what they say? Mad science.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, these are good. I'll probably Google it, how they made them, and see what it says.
I bet 10 to 1 it was an accident in a science lab.
Accident in the science
Just
lab.
like, you remember that stuff that makes what do they call? I won't say it because it's an adult thing. You remember how Squib was working on something and they made something else happen and they changed their funding from one thing to another?
Oh.
Yeah. They were working on one item and they found out that it made another item happen.
Wow.
In Gentlemen. And they turned their funding around to that. And that's how we got what you call it.
Oh, okay. John knows everything. Yeah.
It's a pill that makes a man get a you know what on. A Woody.
John.
I'm
This
cool.
is a family channel. No.
That's why I try to keep it as clean as possible.
Yes. Appreciate that. The season's over for blood oranges. Oh, okay.
Yeah, they are. They're over for blood oranges right now.
I think I maybe saw these last year. It seems like a little bit familiar, but I don't think I ever had bought them. And tonight I was like, I'm gonna buy them. Yeah. So I'm gonna shut this down. Thank you guys all for coming. Thank you.
Good night, my sis. We love you all. And everybody on the chat, we love you very much. Thank you for coming.
Thank you, everybody, for coming in. Really appreciate it. Next month, I'll probably be in Denver. I don't even know where I'll be. But Thank you, everybody that came in. Appreciate you. Good night.
Thank you so much. Have a great day, everyone. Thank you, Red.
Thank you, loves. Good night.
Good night.